Hi, welcome to our place. Come on in, let me show you around. So I thought I would start at the back here and kind of show you a few of the changes that we've made. One of the things that we did do is got rid of the hide-a-bed sofa that was here. You know, they really don't give you a whole lot of storage, and then they tell you you can, you get about that much storage. You can throw some pillows under there and some extra bedding and all, but, you know, when you're living full-time, storage is at a premium. So we ditched the sofa, and Brian built us one. Let me show you how that worked. So, all the pillows off of it. You've actually got a very nice bed here to sleep one person. Lift the cushion up. Lift the lid up, and then underneath here we have all kinds of storage under here, so it works out really good. And in fact, a lot of these boxes are, you know, better organized, but most of them are somewhat empty, so we've got more storage space than we need at the moment. And yeah, so then to put it back together, I put these pillows at the back just to give a little, take up a little bit of the space, I guess, at the back. These were some Euro pillows that I had already at the house, and I just recovered them with the fabric. We actually went and had the cushion made because I'm not that great a seamstress, and I knew that I wanted something that was going to last, so decided it would be better for all of us if I had it made. And it really didn't cost all that much to have it made. I was quite surprised. The place that we had it done was really good. Yeah. So there you go, all put back together, and we have this really great sofa, and yay! This is Tika. She travels with us everywhere we go. Yeah, she keeps us lots of company. And then I had this bench in the house, and I thought, gee, that'd make a great little coffee table, so brought that with us. And then over here we have the love seat recliner, storage, up top storage, again, just boxes for future use, so nothing in them right now. There, we kind of keep the computer bag up there in another empty box. Cheesies, gotta have your cheesies. And then over here is the camera equipment in this cupboard in here. And then over here, the cabinets here. This is another really good idea. I got all of these bins to put all the DVDs and stuff into. They come out a lot easier than I'm making it look here, but I've got 3 of these that goes all the way back, you know, and it's really easy to take these out instead of having to go through absolutely everything just to get the one DVD that you're looking after. And over here we've got books, and again I've got the same kind of bins in there for that. Nice cabinets under here. This one I use for extra kitchen stuff, like cutting boards and the sink covers that go there. One of my cows that didn't get into the yard sale, she came with me. This was a great little table that I found at an antique store, and it fits just perfectly underneath the island here, and I can have a office supply box, the printer, the computer on there. And on the end here, there's a nice little drawer. Alright, so coming into the kitchen, I really want to show you this. This is the pantry. This is kind of one of the things that I really liked about this unit. They really do maximize the storage, really. Hung the broom in here using a command hook. Over here into the kitchen, this was a neat shelf that Brian built for us. It's just a board here, a board on the other side, and a board across the top. It stays in place really good and doesn't move anywhere when we travel, and it gives me that extra storage space, you know. Otherwise you got a big empty spot and you kind of shove stuff in there and don't want to do that, so much more organized this way. Oven. One thing that I learned is have a pizza stone. It's really great. We gotta clean it off now. But what the pizza stone does is it distributes the heat in there a little more evenly, so things don't tend to burn. You don't have to rotate things around all the time. Sink in the island. Yeah, the 3 drawers that we use for storage. Then under here I've got the garbage can underneath the sink, because I like hiding my garbage, and we keep the dish drain in here when we're not using it. Otherwise, the dish drain sits up here. We changed out the faucet because when we moved in, it was a gooseneck faucet, which wasn't a bad thing, but a hot tap and a cold tap, and every time you turn it on the hot water, it squeaked. It drove me up a wall. So Brian was gracious enough to change this out for me. So thank you, love. And this is the neatest thing. And I've got 2 of them. It holds a lot. Like, I keep my kombucha bottles on the one shelf, coffee, all my tea tins up there. Here I've got all my spices, and then just down at the bottom, just some extra things that I need space for. Fridge, not the biggest fridge on the market, but it's definitely adequate for us. And then over here I've got, it works great, it's my kombucha corner where I make my kombucha and my milk kefir. Yeah, just more storage up there. Up here I keep some cups and glasses and a couple of extra bowls and mixing bowls up top there. Yep, keep dishes in here and baking pans and whatnot in here. This is the dog's cabinet. Yeah, the dog's cabinet. Keep all of her things in here, and it works out really well, and every morning she knows that's where she's going to get stuff. Yep, junk drawer. Everybody's got a junk drawer. I'm no different. And it looks like it's about time to organize the junk drawer again. And you know, the neat thing about being in here is that normally the junk drawer gets organized about every 6 months to a year. Well, now I've got to do it at least once a month, go through it and organize it. This here was a great little find at a yard sale. I was able to attach it to the wall with a couple of command strips, and we keep our phones in there. It keeps them organized. Some command hooks here to keep the keys, a little basket to keep all those papers and bills and receipts organized, and that's that. Over here, we did kind of a little bit of a change up. We took our table that normally sits here by the window in the bump out, and we moved it to underneath the island because I wanted to have a piano. And that was something that I really didn't want to have to give up. I didn't want to get a keyboard because a keyboard you end up having to store it someplace. And when you want to play it, you got to take it out and you got to set it up. And then when you're done, you got to put it away. And I said, I want a piano that I can play when I want to sit down and play. And I'm very, very grateful to have the piano in here. And that was one of the big things when we were buying a unit, an RV, was having a space to put a piano in. And you should have seen all the salespeople, like, seriously, you want a piano? Yeah, I got a piano. And here we hang up our jackets here at the door. Yeah, all this I've got to show you. This is the neatest thing. You know, you ever can't reach those vents to open up the vent because it's just got a little knob up at the top? Well, Brian built this. This is just amazing. This I can reach all the way up to the vent, crank it open, and I've got a shorter one for in the bathroom, and I can flip it over and I can hit the switch up there. It's like, yeah, we've got a little switch on the wall to turn the fan on, but there was no way I could reach the vent shaft, the crank to open it up. So Brian built this. and pending. And we keep that right there. So now let's go on up into the bedroom, and I'll show you the area up here. Well, a bathroom's a bathroom, not too much to show here, but I did want to show you again. Brian built a shelf so that, you know, you've got more storage. I mean, just think, that's just one great big huge open space, and you know, you got all these little medicine bottles and just little things, you know, and it's like, my word, how can you store all of that? This is the biggest thing in the whole closet. Right, so by putting in an extra shelf there, we've got way more storage in there, and it didn't take much to build that shelf at all. Then over here, again, I don't know why, they never put in more than one towel hook. I think sometimes they think there's only one person that's ever going to take a shower. So we kind of moved them around, and we got a second one in there. Extra towels and paper towels in the back that we store in here. It's just a lot of cleaning supplies and some extra things like toilet paper. It goes in there. Here's the short one. See, isn't that cute? Look at this. See, I can just reach up there, and it fits in there so nice. I can turn it around, and I can hit the fan and turn the fan on. Like, it's like that, to me, that's just so amazing. I am so grateful for the little things. Okay, that's pretty much it in the bathroom. Okay, there, back up. I'm coming into the bedroom. Yeah, I did some painting in here. I wanted to leave the walls their beige color. I was kind of used to beige in the bedroom, so that didn't bother me, but I didn't want the dark wood, like all the pieces were like this and like this, and I said, this is okay, I'm leaving the dresser this way, but the rest I painted out around the bump out, painted all that trim out. This here was all the dark brown, so painted that. These were dark brown, painted them. When we got the unit, there was no way to kind of secure these doors when you were moving, and they would go this way and that way, and they moved a lot, and one of the mirrors had gotten broken prior to us getting the unit, and there was no handles on the door. So Brian installed the handles, and then he attached these magnets, one at the top and one at the bottom, and now we can close them. And I mean, those doors don't go anywhere, so we've eliminated that whole problem of these doors rattling around and moving. Now, we do have a washer and dryer hookup in our unit, but we chose not to have it. So back in here where you'd have your washer, I got a couple bins with lids, and lids because I wanted to keep down the dirty laundry smell naturally. So bins there. And then over on the other side, I've got a couple of drawers, just a plastic bin that has some drawers in it. So there's a shelf down there, so it's kind of messy at the moment, but that's what we got in there. And let's see, what else can I show you? Yep, command hooks. Lots of command hooks. We keep our bows in here. We like to do archery. So right now where we're camped, parked, there's an archery club just a walk across the field. So we joined the archery club, and we can do archery on twice a week. So really like that. Brought these hooks from the house, nice solid piece of wood to put those into. But over here, the command strips to hang coats, out of season coats, or that one that you just need once in a great while. Command strips again to hang the jewelry box, and there you go, and that's it. So thank you so much for joining our tour of our camper here. If you liked what you saw and would like to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and give us a thumbs up, and if you have any comments, we'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.